Welcome back. Greece is not the only place where wildfires have broken out, causing large-scale devastation. Similar incidents have been taking place every year in various parts of the world. This may look like Greece, but in fact it was in California about a year ago, burning more than 40,000 acres, killing 5 firefighters and destroying more than 50 buildings. Other wildfires include in 2005 in Guadalajara in Spain, a fire broke out covering 247 acres, leaving 11 firefighters dead. And in 2004, a massive fire broke out in Fairbanks, Alaska, that continued to burn from June right up until December, damaging about 6 million acres. In late October 2003, cedar fires in California burned more than 700,000 acres, killing 15 people. Earlier that year, 87 fires were started by lightning. 8 of them joined together to form the largest fire in Victoria, Australia, burning 41 homes and killing more than 9,000 livestock. Well, joining us again are our guests, Stavros Lambronidis, head of the European delegation of the Socialist Party at the European Parliament, and NIKOLAS Markatos, professor of chemical engineering at the National Technical University of Athens. Mr. Markatos, as we've heard, fires are a worldwide phenomenon. Therefore, do you think that there should be a coordinated worldwide effort in preventing fires?
Absolutely, and actually, as a matter of fact, the system I just described to you, it is a subject of discussions among the Australians and the Californians and ourselves here. We are actually proceeding, doing some installations, hopefully in California and also in Australia. But let me say this: there are some disasters, natural disasters, like for example earthquakes, tsunamis, fires, etc., that whatever you do, you cannot actually prevent them very much or can do anything about it at all. I say that because I don't believe it's wise just to throw accusations against governments, etc. The same things that happen now happened in 1999 under a different government in my country when Pedeli was burned down, and I was there because my house is there, and I was crying for a fire brigade vehicle and it was none. Because as people, when we are under stress and under panic, we ask some unreasonable things. Obviously, Greece or any other country cannot have 3 million fire brigade vehicles. Therefore, I do believe that actually it's cooperation, it's collaboration, it's unity, and as I said, as a very small sample of our regret, my university is giving the system free of charge to everybody and to every state, apart of course from the hardware that has to be constructed.
Stavros Lambronidis, let's talk a little bit about the accusations that have been flying around. Elections are due to be held in 3 weeks. Some people are saying that this was caused by someone with a sinister political motivation. On the other hand, some people are saying that because there are numerous statutes in place in Greece forbidding property development in forested areas, many are laying the finger of blame at property developers. Are these just wild, baseless conspiracy theories?
No, I think that all these are problems that exist in Greece, as they do indeed in other countries, Italy and other countries. You always have people who wish to burn in order to build. And you need laws, but you most importantly need to apply those laws. The problem with Greece is that we find for a number of years, including recent years, that the feeling that people get is that if they burn, they can build with no problem. I feel, and I agree in that at least with Professor Markatos, that it is very important to focus on an international effort on prevention. It is for this reason that I have asked the President of the European Parliament, and I think Europe has to be involved here. You did mention at the beginning that a number of European countries have sent help, and other countries, to Greece, that Europe has to be involved in a much more precise way. While firefighting is primarily the responsibility of a national government, which it cannot shirk, the fact is that Europe could have, and it does not today, its own rapid reaction force in cases of major fires, such as the ones in Greece this summer, a force of firefighting airplanes and other equipment that can be sent. Today the system is based on a voluntary basis. So a country that wishes and can send a plane over to Italy or Greece or Portugal will do it. The problem, of course, is in the summer, when many countries have fires, the opportunity you have to send your planes is limited. The second thing I would emphasize is the importance for us in Europe and for the rest of the world to draw lessons from the fires in Greece. It was, in fact, a situation where everyone, no matter what the political party, I assure you, agrees that there was a collapse of the organization for preventing and fighting them correctly. Now, why did this happen? How can we avoid it in the future? What lessons can we draw from this in order to help both Greece and the rest of Europe in similar situations? These are very, very important things for us to do, and we have to do them for the collective benefit. And I hope that we will do it outside of politics, thinking only of no more people dying, no more forests burning so devastatingly. If you were to look around where I'm sitting today, your heart would break. It is one of the very few oxygen lungs around Athens, devastated by a fire last month. Now with the rains and the floods that will be coming, who knows the rest of the environmental problems? We should not let these lessons unlearned for the future.
Mr. Markatos, if you'd allow me, I'd like to play devil's advocate just for a second here and look at the worst case scenario. Is the greatest fear of the Greek people the fact that, you know, there are more than 200 fires going on at the moment, but that there are arsonists who'd like to add to that and light some more fires in Greece?
I didn't get the last part, because of wind blowing around me.
So do you feel that there are arsonists around that are hell-bent, that are keen to light some more fires in Greece?
Yeah, I'm afraid so, yes, because I heard that since this morning there are another 49, I believe, fires. Therefore, it is not a random event. Of course, there are strong winds blowing, but that's not the reason for 49 fires more. Therefore, I do believe it's arson. Following, however, the thought of Mr. Lambrinidis, with which I agree, I must stress our civil responsibilities. My neighbor yesterday, for example, was cleaning his garden and throwing all whatever was remaining. Where do you think? Into the next plot. This is going to be combustible matter very shortly. The local authorities do not gather from their own land all the combustible matter that exists, and not even that. There are people, and I am talking about from personal examples, that's happening next to my house, for example, in Pendeli, who are actually putting wood, can you imagine, wood, in order to have claims, illegal claims of property on this plot, and the local government, just to avoid losing the votes, doesn't do anything at all about it.
All right, sir. Mr. Markatos, I'm going to have to interrupt you. I'm really sorry for interrupting you. I'm sorry, sir. We've reached the end of the program. NIKOLAS Markatos and Stavros Lambronidis, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts with us. It's really been fascinating. And thank you very much for joining us here on this edition of Inside Story. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.